right now. Stay with us here, folks. We're about to go live on Facebook. Or on YouTube, I mean. The Major League eSports Catalyst Mid-Series is on the air! And I can't tell you how happy I am to say this to you finally, folks. Joey Trapasso up in the booth with you tonight. Joined with me by my normal partner in crime, Mr. Sam Cooper Bennett. For those of you that were with us Wednesday night, you know my graphics card took a major fecal defecation, shall we say. Welcome to my hell. ATVO decided to take a crap on us tonight, so we're going old school. No more glitz, no more glamour. It's going to be a little bit. So, qualifying underway right now, just waiting for Sam to get back from taking a squirt.
I'm back.
And Sam's back, and we are live. We've been live on Facebook for a little bit. That's Tyler Vickery up on track right now, and I need to bring up another widget or three to figure out what the hell is going on. Let's see, which one do I need? I think I need this one. No, I don't need that one. Which one do I need? Sam, help me. I haven't used this in forever.
I've never used a sim racing app, so I don't know.
All right. Well, we're gonna really screw this one up.
Screw the picture, as it were.
True story. Let's see what this one does.
It's been a long time since we talked about widgets.
Yeah. Oh shit, right? Yeah, that's the one I needed. And we are sweet home in Alabama as we are back at Dega. So, again, qualifying happening, getting ready to wind it on down. Sam, how much time's left? Sam? Yep, that works too. 9 cars in the field tonight. Let me rephrase that. 9 cars have taken time.
There's one name in the field that we've not seen in...
The second of forever?
Yeah.
He hasn't taken time yet, though.
Yeah. And the man I'm referring to is the number 69 of Mr. Rodney German. Good to see him still out and about.
Hey, you know what just dawned on me?
What?
Guess what I don't have?
What?
I don't have camera controls.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit. Oh, this is gonna suck.
Yeah, because ATVO.
Yeah. I have no camera controls, folks. Well then. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to, you really get a look behind the curtain this time, folks. We're going to turn the controls on as we need them. Tex Perry starting up on the point.
It's good to see him up there. I mean, he got the win last time we came here, so no surprise that he's up there tonight. Plus, he's got first-hand experience on the track. He did run in the NIS series last night. Got wrecked out, unfortunately, due to his car coming loose through the tri-oval, but he's got some experience on this track, and there's absolutely no surprise that he's up there at the front. No Spencer Preet tonight either. That's going to really hurt him in the chase standings.
Very much so. So let's take a quick look at the standings as they're up on the screen right now. Tex Perry setting pole time here tonight. Travis Brown going second quick. Aiden Patterson? Am I saying that right?
Patterson, yeah.
No, the first name.
Aiden.
Okay. Marshall Newton, Kyle Gilbert rounding out your top 5. Sam?
Starting in 6th place is Brian McRae. Had some bad luck last week at Dover, hoping to turn it around this week. 7th is David Rudolph. 8th is the returning spectacular Swede, Mr. Marcus Hagman. 9th is Tyler Vickery, last driver to take time. And starting 10th is Rodney German, Tony.
Rolling off in 11th place is going to be Hunter King. 12th is going to Brian Delp. And Doug Chappell rounding out the field. 13 cars scheduled to roll off in this one. And we are going to close that. And we are going to... Actually, we're going to do this. So this is about as old school as it's going to get, folks. This is going to suck.
Yeah, we do apologise for the lack of overlays and such tonight. ATVO has had a serious problem, not just for Tony, but across the board. I'm having problems too. Hopefully they can get it fixed before we do the Bow for Indy Classic Series tomorrow. I
hope so, because but I've got to say I'm really impressed with stepping up my game, so to speak, with my graphics card. I went from a NVIDIA 960 to a 1030 tonight, and I'm actually quite happy. And with as small a card as it is, I'm quite impressed with the graphics quality that I'm getting out of it.
Yeah. I will say the stream is a tiny bit choppy. I don't know if you need to close a couple of windows there, but
I kind of can't.
You can't?
No, because Sim Racing Apps is just sucking the lifeblood out of me.
Yeah, that's probably what's making it like it is. But anyway, it's good to see you back in the broadcasting booth and actually having a stream that's moving at least.
Yeah, that's no lie. That was a nightmare on Wednesday. But we're back. It's a little choppy right now, only because I've got my graphics cranked right up. Really putting this new card to the test already. But as the field's coming out of turn number 4, Tex Perry is going to have the button. Pace car moves its way in. We are back. We are live on Bofa Broadcasting. This is the Major League Esports Catalyst Mint Series. And Sam, there's only one thing really left to say, and that's Grandpa Papa Viagra, because it's time to get it on at Dega.
Green.
And away we go. Huge start there for Travis Brown as he gets on the outside of Tex Perry, and actually he's going to make the pass here, going towards turn 1. Great start there by the 0-1 there.
Great start, but he's got Perry right in his slipstream right now, and Perry is getting shoved like there's no tomorrow from Kyle Gilbert.
Yeah. Oh, Perry going to the apron. He's going to fall to the back here. We used this strategy last time we came to Talladega, so no surprise that he's falling back now. So don't be alarmed. He's not in any trouble. He just prefers to be at the back at this point, despite starting on the pole.
Can't say I blame him, especially with as much NIS experience as that man has.
Well, I was actually speaking to him last night, and he says that he barely has any NIS experience. I mean, the last NIS race he ran was Pocono, and that was earlier this year. The first Pocono race.
And give that lap to Travis Brown.
We got Brian McRae, Hunter King, and I believe that's Rodney German looking on the outside there. Side by side as they come out of turn 2.
That would be Rodney German on the outside in the Purple People Eater, which reminds me that, of course, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So if you are in a situation that nobody should have to suffer through, just remember that a very good friend of mine who was having a situation, shall we say, informed me that the best way to get the cops to your house quickly is just call 911 and tell them you want to order a pizza. You'd be surprised how quickly police will show up at that point.
And I'll actually vouch for that. I've seen that happen before, and I know it does work. Even from here in Europe, it's the same kind of call sign to say, look, I'm being abused, someone come and help me.
Yeah. So again, if you're in a situation where you can't really, you know, get out of it safely, pick up the phone, say, "What would you like on your pizza, honey?" And put on your best acting face and call 911 and order a pizza, and the cops will be there and they will defuse the situation. And don't ever think that you've got to suffer through that, because no one should ever have to suffer through that. Meanwhile, Travis Brown still showing the way.
Marshall Newton taking a look on the apron there.
He was looking, but he thought better of it.
Yeah. I'm kind of interested to see what strategy Tyler Vickery's thinking, because you notice he's got a bit of a nose up above the rest of the guys in the infield. That is because he's trying to get air to the engine. He does not want that thing to blow up this early in the race. So good strategy there by the man in the 24.
Absolutely. You know, that's one of those things that Tyler was trained to drive speedways by one of the best that you and I have both seen in a long time, Sam, and that's, of course, our little brother from another mother, Mr. Ronnie Osmer.
Yeah. And Ronnie, if you're watching, hope you're doing well at college, and we hope to see you back at Thanksgiving. And I believe he'll be back just in time for the Bow for Indy Classic Series when we go racing just before or pretty much just after Thanksgiving. So hopefully he'll be in that race.
Do you realize how weird it sounds to have someone from England mention Thanksgiving?
Oh well.
Just saying.
I've adopted American motorsports, so I may as well adopt the language as well.
As Hunter King gets the bonus point for leading the lap.
Yeah, that'll go well towards his chase points here. Looks like Rodney German's starting to get freight train on that outside. He's been left wanting for positions, but he does get a bit of a run on Tyler Vickery there.
Well, business is about to pick up as Aiden Patterson, already 2 laps down, having pit started this piece. He's about to get overtaken by the entire field.
Yeah, Doug Chappelle not taking the green here, so not sure what happened to him, but he's not here for this one, so unfortunately we only have 12 drivers in this, but with 12 drivers, hopefully cautions will be a bit very few and far between, and we should knock this one out pretty quickly.
Give that lap to Brian McRae on the high side, getting pushed by Rodney German. So far, everybody's playing kind of nice, shall we say?
That's putting it politely.
Hey, I'm not going to complain after some of the races we've seen as of late.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Speaking of racing, though, we've got one hell of a good race coming up tomorrow night.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to that one. And I still haven't decided whether or not I'm going to be behind the wheel yet or not, Sam.
Well, you already decreed before we even started the league that you wanted to be behind the wheel at Indianapolis, and I'm gonna hold you to that. Whether you want to actually do it or not is up to you.
Well, you know, like I've said before, the bitch owes me 1 because she's taken 3 from me so far.
Yeah. Fourth time lucky?
Sure, why not?
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it first. Tony Trapasso will be on the grid for tomorrow's US Coast Guard Indy Classic 250. So everybody hold him to that. If you find that he's in
the answer is a definite maybe.
So we do have a for those that are in the league and that are watching, we do have a practice session up in Hosted. So if you want to join in and turn some laps there, then you're more than welcome. I mean, we've still got, it's a 4-hour session, so you've got plenty of time.
That's the only other thing that's got me a little worried is I have absolutely 0 seat time in the setup for that car. And the last time I ran Indy in that car, it was open set, and I know my open set won't work.
Yeah, if you go to the Top Fuel TeamSpeak, it's in the file browser.
Oh, I know it's there. It's just I'm just saying that the last set that I have will no longer work for that car at that track. Because the last time I raced there was over 2 years ago, and to get the car to go around that track, you had to have the cross weight set at 20%. Let that one sink in for a moment, Sam. As we go 3 wide through 1 and 2.
Yeah, Rodney German really committed to that high line. McRae is in the middle now, made that Kyle Gilbert in the middle. And Marshall Newton and Tyler Vickery anchored to the bottom there as Rodney German starting to fall back now. The momentum's starting to slip away there for the man in the 69.
Well, he's got absolutely no help out there, and I think he realized it and kind of backed out just a tick to kind of try to fall back in line. Still trying to make that outside line work, though. Holy cow.
Well, we've seen how Rodney German races. We know how he races. We've seen him in the previous league that we shan't ever mention again.
Oh, speaking of which, the spawn of Satan has arrived.
Who is the spawn of Satan?
He who shall not be named son.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Just putting that out there.
Damien is here.
Anyways, that something like that should be illegal, but hey, it is what it is. I wish him well. I wish he and his lovely bride to be the best. So, I'm not sure if were they married? I forget. Either way, married, yeah. Okay. So I wish he and his bride the best. You know, these guys are just slugging it out, and everybody's giving plenty of room so far.
Yeah, the only one that's being ever so slightly aggressive is Rodney German, but you can't really blame him. I mean, he's mired back there in the mid-pack. He wants to get forward as quickly as possible. He's getting a lot of momentum on that outside line, getting a run off the 16 and able to get up to the high line, but not able to make it. Oh, that's a big one.
Yellow flag is out.
Big one already here on lap 12 of 94, and that one looked like it hurt.
Well, let's see how that one started, as we get to go to cameras that we don't normally get to play with. So let's watch it from here.
I'm going to say Kyle Gilbert. No?
Keep your eye on the 9 and the 76. It's a bump draft just gone wrong.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
That took out all but 2 cars involved.
And the man that was the luckiest out there was the man in the 88, Mr. Brian Delp. He got away unscathed, and so did Travis Brown. So Brian Delp, he was back there. He was just watching everything that was going on, and then all of a sudden that happened. He managed to get around it clean and green.
Travis Brown got lucky that he didn't catch a piece of that. But here comes the trouble right about now. Tex Perry got through there as well, it looked like.
Yeah, he did. To fall into the back, fantastic strategy there for the man in the 85.
So, all but 3 cars now are basically done for the night.
Well, they've got a fast repair, so they should be okay. But they've got to be careful from this point onwards. No more big ones. You've used one big one quota for the night.
Hashtag not wrong. So let's watch that one again. Go with Tyler Vickery this time.
Yeah, you got a big piece of that as Tex Perry overshoots his pit box.
This is what the chopper picked up. You'll see it happen in about 3, 2, 1. Snap, see you bye.
Yeah. Thank God this is a simulator because a lot of those
yeah.
drivers had some very heavy hits there.
Yeah, you're definitely not wrong on that one.
So I've got in contact with our man on the our provider of the overlays, Mr. Paul Zota. If you want a decent overlay for your broadcast, go to PZ Overlays. That's Mr. Paul Zota. You'll find him on Facebook. Shot him a message, asked him to check out ATVO and see if he can come back to me with a solution. And I'm pretty sure he will within the next maybe hour or so. So he's very reliable when it comes to things like that.
Very much so. So we're going to follow along with Ray. And just watch the... I don't think I've seen a car ride the wall quite like that at Dega in a long time. Matter of fact, the last time... Go ahead.
Sorry. Are the scores in for the wall ride?
Yes. 9.9, 9.9, 9.9, and a 10 from the Romanian judge.
Wow, generous scores. So
Brian, you're the first man to ever get a 10 from the Romanian judge. So, congratulations on that one. As back live.
Yeah, we've got literally half of the field 1 lap down or more.
3 cars making it through there unscathed. Marcus Hagman, Tex Perry, and Travis Brown.
It was actually Brian Delp, Tex Perry, and Travis Brown. Brian Delp's fallen back because he took a late pit stop.
No, actually, Tex has some damage.
Oh, yeah, I think he caught a piece of Tyler Vickery's car when he was spinning around.
Okay. So Tex has some damage. Travis Brown is clean. Marcus Hagman looked pretty clean. As looks like the rest of the field is pit farming.
Yeah. If we know anything about this league, the drivers in that and the drive. Oh, Kyle Gilbert almost runs over Brian Delp. That's not Brian Delp. That's and Aiden Patterson.
Well, in his defense, Aiden is blinking quite heavily. So let's back that one up and take a look at what happened there.
That was close. That was change the flavor of your seat territory.
So here's what Sam was going on about. Here comes Kyle out of the pits like a scalded dog and locks him completely up.
Oh, God. That was the first you say it, then you do it kind of moment.
Absolutely. I just saw that. It was... Yeah.
Hey, I think we need more tires, guys. I just flat spotted them.
Anyways.
As we got Rodney German and Tyler Vickery taking the pit side.
Those guys are, again, probably pit farming the hell out of those cars. And for those of you who don't understand what we mean by when we say pit farm, it's where you save your fast repair for later and let it go down pit road every time you can, trying to get the virtual pit crew to repair as much optional damage as they can without having to burn the fast repairs. The lights go out on the pace car. Sam, why don't you get us going this time?
Absolutely. Travis Brown has got the control of the field as they make their way through turns 1 and 2. Sorry. And I'm noticing, Tony, we're missing another big hitter tonight. Mr. Mark Arthur not attending tonight's race.
You are correct, sir. And I'm almost half tempted to believe that some of those guys are in the affected areas of Hurricane Mike.
Yeah, that was a deadly hurricane. Thoughts go out to the people that were affected in the Florida Panhandle, which I saw the pictures of that today, and that was devastating to watch. Just watching those pictures.
The picture that I saw that blew my mind was an airport picture. The water was over one of the jetways.
Yeah.
And there was pictures of airplanes at the airport. There was a 777 and an Airbus 380 sitting next to each other. And the water from the hurricane had flooded the airport so bad, or badly, I should say, pardon my English, but it flooded it so badly that the water was actually up over the windows of both planes.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, it was a Category 4 when it made landfall, and it was just absolutely devastating to watch. I mean, thoughts go out to the guys in Panama City and Mexico Beach as the guys are coming out of turn 4 now, waiting for that pace car to make that hard left turn. Well, it doesn't make a hard left turn around here, it just drifts off to the left. As there he goes, and now the field is in control of Travis Brown. He has control of the button here as we're waiting to get him going. Long holding down section here between now and the green flag as they come through the tri-oval.
And this is definitely one of those tracks where you don't want to be quick on the draw.
No. As they're still holding him down, coming out of the tri-oval now, and there we go, we're back under green once again, and Travis Brown getting off to a great start as Tex Perry really struggling on that restart, drops to the bottom immediately and brings Hunter King with him as they go into turn 1 and 2. Very, very laboured restart by everybody there.
No, Marcus Hagman held up that inside line very profusely, shall we say, and I dare say that right side damage that he's got on the 099 is gonna hamper his bid to do anything from here forward. As Tex Perry making a move for the lead as they haul it off into turn number 3, Sam.
Yeah, getting a huge push off Hunter King as they go through 3 and 4. Is Tex Perry gonna bring Hunter King with him? No, leaves him out to dry as Tex Perry takes away the lead and leaves Hunter King out on the high side and with no help whatsoever, as the man behind him has got a severely damaged car and is not going anywhere fast.
Worst phrase you can possibly hear, especially at this point in the race: 3 wide, you're the meat. And unfortunately for Marcus Hagman, he's the meat.
Yep, he was for a second there, as here comes Aidan Patterson, 3 laps down, but he's not afraid to mix it up with the big boys. He's going to split Marcus Hagman here. That's Brian McRae down the bottom there, as they're just right with Kyle Gilbert as well. David Rudolph, I believe, is right there too. Yes, he is in the Kodak car. So everybody really close together, as you'd expect for Talladega, as Rodney German now giving Tex Perry a push and hopefully going to try and keep him out in front. But here comes Travis Brown now to the outside as they cross the line.
Give that lap to Brown. You know, these guys are... It's impressive that, you know, these guys are able to run as close as they are, as fast as they are, and other than that one oops from a mistimed bump draft, nobody's really died yet.
Yeah. And for the guys that are watching the stream, yeah, we do apologise for the lagginess of the stream. It's because of the program that Tony is running. It's kind of sapping the life out of things right now. So
kind of sapping the life? There's no kinda.
Yeah. And Mark Arthur, I can see you in the chat. Where the hell are you tonight?
Let me see if I can fix that choppiness. I will be right back.
Okay. As we're still watching. Okay.
Hopefully we're back, ladies and gentlemen. As a little bump side drafting going on there.
Yellow flag is out.
Oh crap.
What happened?
I don't know. Stage end. I believe that would be the stage end, because I'm actually seeing everybody still running, unless you can find something, Sam.
That is a ton better, by the way, Tony.
All right.
Yep, Tex Perry has thrown the caution flag. That is the end of stage 1 here at Talladega. So Travis Brown going to bring home the stage win. Hunter King in second, Tex Perry third, Marcus Hagman fourth, and Brian Delp on his debut here tonight, getting the top 5 in the stage.
So I would like to personally thank Microsoft for not allowing me to remove Skype at all from my computer.
Oh, is that what was doing it?
Yep, and we're going to do it again here. Come on, get out of there. There we go. Again, you get to see behind the curtain tonight, folks.
This will change by tomorrow, we can guarantee that. I've already got the man on the job for it, so...
I'm just trying to still wrap my head around the fact that the graphics card... Let's talk for a moment about graphics cards, folks. My computer came with a 960, NVIDIA 960 card. When I pulled that thing out, holy crap, was it huge. That's what she said. Anyways,
oh my god, I was just having a drink there, I nearly choked on it.
You're welcome. Anyways, I'm looking going, that can't be my graphics card. It had 3 separate braces to hold the thing up.
Yeah.
I've now gone to a 1030, which allegedly will support 4K.
Allegedly.
Allegedly being the...
technically you could run the VR on that then.
I could run VR before.
I could probably run VR on mine as well.
I can't stream in VR though.
No, that looks weird. We're getting feedback from the chat that's saying it looks a lot better now. It does look very smooth now.
I'm just, I'm looking at what I'm seeing on my main monitor, and I'm just
in love.
And it's weird that like the 1030 is actually supposed to be a lesser card than the 960.
Well, that's what brand new gear gets you. You get the full beans out of it now, so.
I walk into Worst Buy and I say to the guy, like, yeah, where's your graphics cards? Oh, they're over there with the gaming stuff. Why aren't they with the computer stuff? And the guy just looked at me like I had a second head on my shoulders, as if to say, what do you mean?
That's Best Buy for you folks.
So he goes, well, what can I help you find? I said, I need to stream in at least 720, preferably 1080. What's he hand me first? Anybody want to take a guess?
A 1080.
No.
What?
The brand new 2080.
Oh.
To the tune of $1,800.
Yeah, that's going to take a couple of months to pay.
I looked at him. I said, and now mind you, I have the shirt from the auto parts chain that I work for.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, bud, let me ask you this. Can you afford that on your salary? Well, no. I said, okay. Notice the color shirt I'm wearing? What makes you think I can afford it on my salary? He goes, well, what are you looking for? I said, I need something that'll support, 1080p and is not going to cost me half the price of my car.
Which is good to, they'll just offer you anything as long as they make money from it. I'm pretty sure he gets a small commission from selling the most expensive stuff as well. So
I grabbed the one that I'd been looking for online, and I looked next to it, and I was looking at the 1050 Ti, and there's a 1050 sitting next to it for $30 less. And I go, is that price right? Grabs his phone, scans it, goes, yeah, no, that's an old tag. I said, that's not my problem. He goes, yeah, I can't sell it to you for that. So I looked down, and there's the one that I ended up getting for $100 less. I said, is that tag right? Scans it, goes, yup. I said, well, that support 1080p. He goes, yup. I said, sold. Let's go.
Yep, and now here we are. You're back on screen, and you've got a full. You're up to full working order again, and yeah, it's looking very good on the stream. I'm watching it right now whilst I'm watching the race, and yeah, full. Just don't have Skype up next time.
I will try not to.
You can actually set it where it doesn't start on the.
I've done that.
Start looking a bit, yeah.
Cortana keeps picking her head up every time there's a Windows update too.
Gotta love Cortana, ain't you?
No. Which brings me to a funny story. The last time I went out to a nightclub, before I broke my leg and could still dance, they, I was with some friends. We were having some drinks, and it was an older club, and it was an '80s night, and they played jump around, and I jumped around, and they played slam, and I slammed. Then they played Dexy's Midnight Runners, and I got told to leave the club.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And if you get that joke, you're over 40.
Were you screaming Common Eileen at the same time?
I wasn't screaming anything.
Okay, fair enough.
Eileen was screaming. She was pissed, too.
Just got that. Oh my god. As we're about to go back to green again, they're just the cars that are lapped down. Just getting their wave arounds now. And we've got Tex Perry bringing us back to green here, Tony. Not sure what Marshall Newton's doing. He's not taking his wave around, or is...
He's asleep at the switch, I think. And Tex Perry still has not burned his fast repair.
You might want to check your processes again. It's gone choppy again.
Okay.
Heathen troubles, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to get them with new products.
Oh, let's do this. Let's kill that. It's not as choppy as it has been. Let's kill that. Let's kill that. And the other 5 tabs we have to leave up.
So we're getting ready to go green again here. As we do apologise for the choppiness of the stream. We are working on getting it fixed. And yeah, thanks for the dislikes, usual dislikers. Good to see you enjoying the stream, as always. As got people clutching it around the corners, not really sure. Probably going to try and do some fuel saving early. And stop texting and driving. I can see you popping up on Facebook.
So I've got to quote Bobby Heenan for this one. Is our good friend Scotty Brinson is a wrestling fan, and I know he'll appreciate this one. Cheer, boo, don't care. I'm still getting paid because you're showing up.
Yeah. I told Tex earlier before the broadcast started, I said, like an RKO out of nowhere, Tony's returned with a new graphics card. As away we go. Green flag is out again, and stage 2 is underway. Travis Brown, another great start on that outside. Don't think he's got the momentum, though, to get the lead this time round on the outside of Tex Perry. As they fly into turn 1, Perry getting a bit of a shove there by Hunter King. Nearly caught the wrong side of his car. That would have ended in disaster.
And I got to think that it's got to have something to do with the way that they're doing the physics modeling now, as they're prepping for parts. And there it goes.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
The big one, part 2.
True story.
Brian McRae in that. Marcus Hagman in that again. Tyler Vickery in it again.
Travis Brown getting a piece of that one too. Let's go to the chopper.
Roll that beautiful beam footage.
Sure, why not?
David Rudolph getting a piece of that as well.
But I got to think that a lot of this has to do with oh, that's loud. A lot of this has to do with the they're doing the physics modeling now, and instead of having boxes, it's spheres.
Yeah.
Okay, so 42. 42? David Rudolph caught our good friend from Scandinavia, Mr. Marcus Hagman.
Or as I like to call him, the Spectacular Swede.
The Spectacular Swede.
Yeah.
So let's take a quick look at Marcus here. Keep your eye on the 099 on the outside. And up through the middle like a raped ape, here comes Superman.
Oh my god. Oh. Please don't make him start singing dirty songs.
Snap, see you, bye. And everybody catches a piece of that one.
Yeah. I think Brian Delp just made it through as well.
No, he didn't. He caught a piece of it too.
Oh, well.
No survivors! Ah!
Bingo! Everybody loses.
Blackjack.
Yeah, that's the one.
Blackjack, everybody loses. Especially you. You lose most of all.
As you can see, we're having fun tonight, and I know these guys in Major League Esports enjoy having me and you in the booth. So you got what you asked for.
True story.
David Rudolph has got some horrible damage on the rear end of that. Actually, no, it's completely messed up. As you would say, more screwed up than Hogan's Ghost.
Hashtag not wrong.
Not at all. Then Mark Arthur saying it's bad again. I'm not sure why.
I have no idea why either.
It was going so well for that short period of time.
Sure.
We'll go with that thought.
Well, let's see if we can...
While we're under caution,
fix things here.
Yeah, do a bit more maintenance.
Again, you folks get to watch the... oh, we're going to turn that down. We're going to turn that down to there. We're going to turn... Since we're on a paved track, we can turn that down to there. Let's see. What else can we turn down? Turn down for what? What's this one do? Pretty close concept will render in higher quality textures. Let's turn that off. What's this one do?
What does this button do?
Well, we're going to turn that one off too. Enabling the option renders the trees as too passive. We don't have trees. Fuck you.
Language.
We don't have trees. Fornicate yourself.
On behalf of both of our broadcasters, I do apologise for the colourful language of our esteemed commentator here. We promised to improve. Yeah, I'm trying to be polite here. Now stop it.
Anyone under the age of 18, I'm sorry.
We're trying to keep this as PG-13 as possible.
Well, you should have seen the text conversation I had with the girl from NVIDIA tech support. I said, yeah, I just bought a new graphics card, and this thing looks like, and actually wrote open parentheses, expletive redacted, close parentheses.
Yeah, I saw that when you sent me that picture. That was quite funny, actually.
I didn't tell you how she replied to that one. We were getting ready. She finally helped me. She goes, "Yeah, just restart your computer. You'll be fine." Oh.
You just completely ignored it.
No. Afterwards, she goes, when you put the graphics card in and then updated your graphics driver, did you restart your computer? No. Yeah, just do that. You'll be fine. Oh, okay, thank you. She goes, now on a side note, do you realize how badly it hurts to have a Monster Energy come shooting out your nose because you're laughing at a comment that a customer texted you? I said, actually, I do know how badly it hurts to have Monster Energy come shooting out your nose because you're laughing so hard. I said, I happen to work in customer service myself. She goes, okay, as long as we're clear on that. I said, like I always tell my coworkers, I'm not good for much, but I can be used as a bad example in comic relief.
Absolutely. I had that happen with Dr. Pepper once. That wasn't pretty.
With what?
Dr. Pepper. That was not a pretty sight.
Now, when you come over here next year, Sam.
Yeah.
The one thing we do need to get you to try, there is a new Mountain Dew out.
You know, incidentally, I've never tried Mountain Dew, you know.
Okay, so we're going to have you try regular Mountain Dew, but there's a Mountain Dew, they've got what they call Kickstart.
Yeah. Oh, I've heard of that, yeah.
It's their energy version. It's kind of higher caffeine and whatnot on the you know, the tone of like a Rockstar or a Monster or a Red Bull or what have you. And one of my good customers works for the bottling company and says, hey, we've got these new samples. Do you want to try one? Absolutely. I'm always up for trying new stuff, especially when it's from my favorite cola manufacturer, Mountain Dew. Mm-hmm. He goes, here, try this. What is it? Watermelon. No, seriously. He goes, it's watermelon. And I just looked at him. No, you're kidding, right? He goes, no, it's actually watermelon flavored. So I tried it. I now have to go find a case of it.
That addictive, right?
I'm a fan of watermelon to begin with. I love it as a fruit. I love it as a vegetable. I love it as a condiment. I've actually been known to put a slice of watermelon on a hamburger.
No, I can't do that.
Have you tried it?
Yeah.
You've actually tried that?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Okay.
Someone put a ring of pineapple on my burger once. I told them to stick it where the sun don't shine.
I think we can agree that pineapple is a good fruit. It doesn't belong on anything or in anything except maybe ham.
Yeah, and it should never, ever, ever, ever go on a pizza.
True
ever.
Story. And now you folks know why I call him my brother from another mother. Anyways, lights are out on the pace car. Hunter King has control of the field. It's an all Dodge front row. Mopar fanboys, get your hats out.
Hey, Malcolm.
No, get your hats out. I happen to like the fact that, you know, these guys are creative with their paint schemes.
Yeah, I've found my new favorite car that I want whenever I start driving.
Why am I scared?
I want a Dodge Challenger Hellcat.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah. Or a Mustang.
Which brings me to my next joke, folks.
GT500.
No. Which brings me to my next joke. You know how there's all those acronyms for what Ford stands for?
Why am I suddenly worried?
You should be. You know, if you're a Ford fan, it's first on race day, or you know, whatever. a Ford hater that's found on road dead, fornicated over rebuilt Dodge, etc. What happens if you spell Ford backwards? Do you know what it stands for?
Off.
Driver returns on foot.
Oh, okay. As Marshall Newton takes the apron and pulls to the back. I was trying to focus on the race here. Marcus Hagman has finally taken a fast repair by the looks of things and is...
Looks like Tex Perry took his too.
Yeah, just getting one hell of a push as everybody seems to be settling down. It looks like Rodney German's put his car on the hauler, so we're now down to 11 drivers in the field.
And the field's starting to get a little strung out. I think they've had enough of the whole 2x2 stuff.
You wait till we get to the end of stage 2.
Well, for now anyways. They're just trying to settle it down a little bit, I think.
Yeah, we're not far from the end of stage 2. We're already on lap 32, so...
Absolutely.
As Marcus Hagman's still pushing the living daylights out of Tex Perry right now. Tex Perry does have the point right now. Brian Delp up to 4th place. Tyler Vickery in the top 5 now as well, so...
Brian Delp into 4th place, and that's impressive. Take a look at... Next time we get a shot of it, take a look at the amount of damage on the 88.
Rear end damage?
No, the left front. As a matter of fact, I'm going to bring him up on camera. Yeah, you can see it right there. The left front of that car is starting to look like a pavement modified.
They're able to keep it with the leaders, though, as he's looking to put a move on Hunter King now as they go through turns 1 and 2. And the top 4 starting to put a gap on Kyle Gilbert, who's moved up to 5th place now. I take that back as Kyle Gilbert's starting to reel him in now.
And that can only bode poorly for the rest of the field, as Gilbert and Brown have found each other, and they have worked well together in the past.
Yeah. So Brian Delp falls back and owing to that damage. But look at the run they're getting on the outside there. Gilbert and Travis Brown making their way to the front, and nobody is going to stop them at this rate. Look at the momentum they've got.
Absolutely. Like they're shot out of a cannon. 2-car tango working to perfection right now on that high line.
Yeah. Looks like Perry and Hagman getting a bit of more momentum on that inside line, though. There's a drag race to turn 3, but look at the damage on Gilbert's car. The only way he's getting to the front is because of that push he's getting from Brown, and he drops down and takes the lead, leaves Brown and Hunter King out to dry.
I'm not sure if it's more hanging him out to dry, or if it was giving Travis Brown
oh, there it is.
Yellow flag is out.
Never mind. That ended poorly.
Go back and watch that. As it looks like Tex Perry just got the wrong side of him, and yeah. Hunter King going for a spin as well.
As we're watching a lap back here, this is the lap leading to the wad up.
So to speak.
Perry's car is dancing quite heavily in the draft, and just caught Gilbert all wrong.
Oh! Tex Perry gets it all wrong, trying to slow down, and wipes out Travis Brown. So that's what happened again there, while they were trying to slow down for the pace car. Tex Perry...
Well, let's go take a look at that one.
Yeah. I was just looking back at the replay, and Tex Perry is crabbing right now.
Well, he's struggling to catch the pace car to begin with. Oops. Yeah, that's wow. That's not cool.
Just locked him up trying to slow down and...
Yeah.
Ouch. Meanwhile, that promotes Marshall Newton to the point now, and Marcus Hagman's promoted up to second. And Newton, the benefactor from all that. He's got Aidan Patterson behind him, still blinking like a fat kid with lemon in his eye.
True story. Anyways,
I believe we are going to have possibly a 2 or 3 lap run to the end of the stage, so all or nothing. And Marshall Newton's in the prime position right now to win his first ever stage with the league. So,
all right. Would like to remind everybody that there's still time to get involved if you want to join us tomorrow night for the BOFA Indy Classic League at Indianapolis. Lotus 79's fixed setup, so you don't have to worry about setting the car up. We've got you covered on that one. But always a good time with the BOFA Indy Classic League. Everybody has just raved about the league and how much they enjoy that car. To me, it's like porn for your ears.
yeah.
Just that the venerable Ford DFV. It's one of those engines that you either love or you hate, and I happen to love the sound of that engine.
Well, and if you thought it sounded good in the first 3 rounds of the season, you wait till we go to Indianapolis tomorrow night. It's really going to come unstuck there. It's just going to be unleashed around there. And it's just going to sound awesome around the 2.5 mile super speed. I mean, Indy cars are coming home for one night only, and it's pretty much a warm-up for another big race happening in Top Fuel Racing in 2 weeks' time. So it's, yeah, definitely a warm-up for that one.
And while we're mentioning that, there is still time if you want to get involved in the Top Fuel Racing second ever Indianapolis 500. Yes, you heard me right. They will be doing 250 laps at the Brickyard in the IR18.
200 laps.
What did I say?
250.
Sorry, 200 laps in the IR18. It is a buy-in race with 100% payback through the field. Not sure what the payout is, but I do know that all monies brought in from entry fees will be paid back through to the drivers in the race.
Yeah, so if you want to get your name down for that race, the entry fee is $15. If you want in, then send a message to Scott Brinson, and you can send the money straight to him via his PayPal through the friends and family option. So shoot Scott Brinson a message on Facebook. He's not hard to find, or one of the admins. I'm one of the admins, so if you want to send me a message, then let me know.
You can find the Top Fuel Racing Series on their Facebook page,
and you can find their website at topfuelracing.us.
True story. And there is a link to Scotty's PayPal on the website.
Absolutely. We're currently at 14 entries so far. We're still looking at another 10 at least. So there's plenty of spots left.
Well, the last time we did it, there were 33 drivers registered.
Yep.
And it's impressive from a broadcaster standpoint. It's impressive when you get a 33 car field at the Brickyard in the IndyCar.
Yeah.
You know, it really harkens back to the real world race You know, and speaking of which, you can try your mettle against a gentleman who's actually started some Indy 500s, and that, of course, is the resident alien in the league, Mr. Sage Karam.
Yeah. And for that race, we're going to have a brand new broadcast partner with us on that one, Mr. Cody Dempster, now a member of Beaufort Broadcasting. It's going to be good to have him in the booth with you for that one.
Absolutely, absolutely. Hopefully he's going to be making his debut with the Top Fuel broadcasts this coming Wednesday at, I believe we're at Iowa? Kentucky. Oh, boy.
Yeah, and then we're off to Indy.
Okay.
So Iowa's the week after Indianapolis, and then I believe we go to Brands Hatch. I could be wrong. Let me look at the schedule while we're still patient.
Don't tease me like that.
We have got Brands Hatch coming up. So
okay,
Pocono is after Iowa, and then we've got Brands Hatch.
Okay, so if I have to broadcast Pocono, you're broadcasting Brands Hatch.
Oh, my home race.
And
that's Top Fuel Racing, not Beaufort Indy Classic Series.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
I mean, you can race Pocono if you want.
I don't want to race Pocono. I would rather slit my wrists from fingertip to shoulder. With a tire cipher set to 6 blades.
Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, next race for Top Fuel is at Kentucky, which is this coming Wednesday. 150 laps and under the lights with the Discount Nutrition Eat Right Live Well 225.
Which reminds me, I got to get with Scotty to get new logos for that company.
Yep. Provided that ATVO was fully up and operational again by then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iowa's going to be an interesting one. I don't really agree with short tracks.
Okay, so we'll put a substitute driver in your car. And you can broadcast.
That's substitute. Do you want to be that substitute?
That's one option.
200 laps around Iowa.
Yeah,
I believe we are going to Iowa in the Beaufort Indy Classic Series as well.
No, that's not where I was planning on going with that statement, but
okay.
I'm thinking we try the young gunner out in the car.
Who's the young gunner?
The new guy, the rookie.
Oh, Cody?
Yeah.
Maybe, if he's up for it.
Dangle the carrot. Anyways, lights are out on the pace car. Marcus Hagman gonna be having control of the field.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see if Travis Brown can keep that momentum on the high side. He's been getting some good starts on the outside of the front row, which is not usually where you get the good restarts. But around here, he seems to have it pretty well hooked up.
Well, the other thing, too, is I'm looking at the rest of the field. There are a lot of Bristol specials running right now.
Yeah. And Bristol's a track where you can get a good start on the outside.
Well, no, I'm looking at the car of Brian McRae, and it looks like the Miller High Life car that Bobby Allison tried to put into grandstand at Talladega.
Oh yeah, that one.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I always loved that Buick, but holy cow.
Holy cow indeed, as they come down through the tri-oval. There goes the pace car. Marcus Hagman in control of the field now as we come into the green once again. Let's have a nice green flag run, ladies and gentlemen, as we're going to have a one-lap shootout for the stage, I believe. We'll find out in a minute as Marcus Hammond hits the loud pedal and we're under green once again.
I love being the company mushroom, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Travis Brown gets a brilliant restart again on the outside and is already alongside as we're 3 wide for third place almost. Wow. As 2 by 2 as they come towards turn 3. Here comes Delp on the outside. Delp going to try and get a run. He's going to try and get a push off Tyler Vickery here. And they are very stacked up on the low line. That might give Delp the room as on the outside, but Vickery ducks in. And Delp is going to lose that momentum almost immediately as he got it.
Hung out to dry.
Absolutely. And he's losing the pack straight away. There is the stage. And Travis Brown going to take the stage there. Tex Perry going to come home in second. Marcus Hagman third. Kyle Gilbert in fourth. And Brian McRae holding on for a top 5 there despite that damage on his car.
I find it amusing that the same top 3 have just finished in the same order in both stages.
Yeah, that's weird.
So anyway, Sam, how is the stream looking?
Still choppy.
Still choppy.
Yeah.
Well, you can thank Sim Racing Apps for that one because they're such a resource hog that, yeah. Let's see what happens when they get to turn 3, because those guys are still at a good clip right now.
As I'm conferring with Paul Zota right now, so that's why I'm quiet.
Fair enough. As we bring it to another stage end, and we are going to step away for a brief commercial break from our friends at Low Budget TV.
Down into turn number 1. Another slide job and crossover. The brakes are glowing on that left front as we go 3 wide for the 3rd spot. Making sure they won't pull up. Almost in intersection.
I want to leap over buildings, want to fly over the shores, faster than a lightning flash, rushing through the cool night air. So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero.
Hey, what's up, guys? Scott Speed here at the iRacing headquarters. Some exciting news about the upcoming Rallycross World Championship. They've got a wild card entry, and yours truly is going to get that spot. See you guys out on the track.
And we are back live at Talladega. Brian McRae has control of the field. Looks like Tyler Vickery sitting in second currently. Kyle Gilbert back on the lead lap after being 2 laps down at one point. Aiden Patterson, the only car currently not on the lead lap. So 10 cars still circulating with a chance at this one. You got McRae, Vickery, Gilbert, Hagman, King, Newton, Rudolph, Delp, Perry, and Brown.
Yeah, I've just seen someone veer off to the left there. I'm not sure who that was.
That was Hunter King in the 9. As it looks like we are currently 2 to go. Going to be back. Let me make sure I'm live, because you folks know me well enough to know that I'm never...
No, we are still 2 to go.
No, I just want to make sure that the cars are still just coming out of turn 4. I've been not live so many times, I feel like I should be a zombie. Anyways, speaking of zombies, I did see the absolute coolest thing for Halloween recently, and one of my good friends from college is with child, and I told her that she needs to actually do this. It was a woman who was pregnant, wearing a t-shirt splattered in blood with 2 doll arms sticking out of the stomach, and one of them was holding a very small, like the little plastic jack-o'-lanterns that kids walk around and trick-or-treat with. And it's just sticking out of her belly. Like, you so need to do this. She goes, that is so wrong. I might just do that for work. So I'm actually hoping that she does that, and I get to take pictures of her at the store with that going on, because that would just make my day. Lights are out on the pace car. Would like to remind everybody you are watching a presentation of the Major League eSports Catalyst Mint Series K&N cars at Talladega. They do this every Saturday night. So if you want to get involved, you can private message Mr. Tex Perry. You can drop a comment below in the replay comment section with your iRacing screen name. We'll get that passed along to Tex and the crew and see if we can't get you added into some future action here in the Catalyst Mint, Major League eSports Catalyst Mint K&N Series. Field working its way out of the 3-4 complex right now. Brian McRae out of Texas is going to have the button, shall we say. And that car looks like it has been through a war, Sam.
Yeah, a lot of cars do tonight, actually. They've been through so much, but hopefully Brian McRae can hold on to that lead on the restart. But Tyler Vickery has a clean car right now, so he might have the advantage here on the restart. And away we go. Tyler Vickery getting off to a horrible restart there, actually. And McRae able to hold on to the lead. He's got Kyle Gilbert right on his tail, though.
I'm thinking that Tyler may have been playing possum, because look at the run he's getting through the 1 and 2 section of the track. He's going to have a great run going down the back straightaway. Look for him to make a bid for the lead as they haul off into turn number 3, as there is a huge hole on the inside.
Yeah, not going to take that hole. He is actually trying to look to the outside there. He did take a little peek out to the outside line, but didn't go for it. The hole has closed on the inside. And they stay lockstep for the time being. Marcus Hagman taking a look to the outside now, hoping someone will go with him. At this moment, not at this moment, as Rudolph looks like he's going high. And Hagman getting a huge run out on the outside of everybody here. And it looks like he might be able to take the lead away from Brian McRae. He does. What a run by Marcus Hagman. Straight to the point there on the outside all by himself.
Holy cow, what a shot.
And here comes Tyler Vickery now. What a run by Hagman. That's got to be the move of the race, that one.
Hagman was in 6th when that lap started.
Yeah. Here comes Vickery now, though, to the outside. He's got David Rudolph pushing him, but Rudolph with that damaged car not going to have enough speed in that machine to give him that push to the front, as Vickery still keeping it wound up on the high side as they come across the line. Give that lap to Hagman. Into turn 1. Now Vickery has Gilbert pushing him on the outside. And here comes Travis Brown to the outside as well now. 3 wide for 4th place. Now 3 wide for the lead. Oh, this could go wrong very quickly.
So if you're watching the race and it does go wrong, get your hate mail coming. That's Sam Cooper Bennett, Isle of Cork, P.O. Box OU812.
And that will be greatly received.
Hagman still holding the lead as they are still flirting with 3 wide for the lead. Kyle Gilbert's got to get closer to Travis Brown. And unfortunately, Tyler Vickery is all by his lonesome.
Yeah, he needs to slot in behind Hagman. He can't keep pushing for that lead. As look at that, 3 cars going straight to the point there. And Vickery is going to get freight train at this point because he's got nobody helping him on the high side. Travis Brown just forcing him in front of bringing Gilbert and Rudolph with him.
That's what happens when you've got 3 guys that are determined and know how to draft well.
Yeah, but here comes Hagman again, across the line. Can he get another run like he did last time?
Was too close.
Yeah.
And he has no help.
Here comes Vickery to help him. Vickery's going to go very high, or is he going to try and help him? Because you don't want to pick that very high line on your own, because that will definitely put you to the back of the field. And here we go, 2 by 2 as he comes through 3 and 4. Out of turn 4.
Brown and Gilbert on the low side. They've got the 35 of Brian McRae with... No, I'm sorry. That's not the 35. That's the 42 of David Rudolph with them. And give that lap to Hagman.
Yeah, Hagman getting one hell of a push from Tyler Vickery. Vickery doing everything he can to push Hagman to the front. The question is, if Hagman gets to the front, is he going to leave Vickery hanging, or is he going to bring him with him?
Well, I think we're about to find out.
Hagman has the clear, so he can jump down if he wants to. I think he wants to bring Vickery with him because he would have jumped down by now if he didn't.
I'm thinking it's part from column A and part from column B, and column B being you can adjust when your in-game spotter calls you clear. And I'm thinking Marcus Hagman may have taken a page out of my own book, and that is adjusted that distance from 6 inches to, I've got mine set to 3.5 feet.
Yeah, here we go. They both push to the front and they both get around Travis Brown, and they both sit now 1 and 2. Marcus Hagman has the lead. Travis Brown falls to 3rd place now. Can he regain some momentum and try and make his way back to the front though? That's the question.
Well, he's hanging with them, but they're still... No, I guess they're not. He's in their slipstream now. So look for the slingshot move to happen. And Vickery to the point.
Yeah, he's going to try and get that inside line. Travis Brown's going to push him to the point now as they come out of the corner. And yeah, Vickery has the lead here. Here comes Travis Brown now to the outside. And it's a drag race to turn 3, but I think Vickery might win this. He's got more cars behind him than Travis Brown does, and there you see it. Travis Brown all on his own, and he's on about, I think he's going to get freight trained here.
He's going to at least lose 2 spots.
Yeah. There he goes. He falls straight to the back.
No help, and that's what the draft can do for you here at Talladega. As Hagman jumps out of line to try to get some air to the radiator of the 099. Give that lap to Vickery.
Yeah, and that's going to help Travis Brown. Now he's going to get the draft off Hagman, but no, Travis Brown jumps in behind Marshall Newton. But Vickery's still at the point here. Now Marcus Hagman's going to fall to the back. So we've seen a lot of chopping and changing here between the drivers. I think they're just trying to get air here as David Rudolph jumps to the high line again.
I'm not sure what the tape package looks like on the car tonight, Sam, but I would have to say that a lot of these drivers, especially the guys that are mired in traffic, are just trying to figure out a way to get some of that cool 200-mile-an-hour air to the radiators of these cars.
Yeah, and Tony, update on the broadcast is extremely choppy now.
I got no control.
I know. We'll try and have it fixed for tomorrow night, guys. We promise that. We apologise for the way the broadcast is. Sim Racing Apps is a frame killer, so we'll have to make do with it for tonight. But tomorrow we'll have ATVO back, hopefully, and things will be back to normal.
And since Sam just jinxed us for tomorrow night's broadcast, that's Sam Cooper Bennett, Cork, Ireland, P.O. Box 1234. Actually, you know what? Just title it "Dickhead in Cork," and I guarantee you the mail carrier will deliver it right to Sam's door.
Yeah, as Travis Brown now points his way into the lead again. Hagman stuck on that high side again, as here comes Vickery. Vickery going to push his way to the front again. Is he going to drop down? Yes, he is. Vickery back to the lead now.
It's a page out of Ronnie Osmer's book if I ever saw one.
Yep, gets a slingshot from behind and just drops on the outside.
The good thing that we're seeing here tonight, Sam, especially with the open sets these guys run, is you can put the car where you're comfortable and you can get a run on somebody. And we just saw that you don't need a ton of help to do it.
No. And look behind Marcus Hagman. We see Hunter King trying to throw his hat into the ring here as he's looking to the very high line. He's bringing David Rudolph with him. As Travis Brown's going to go with him too. No, he's going to block the draft effect. As now he's going to jump in front of Tyler Vickery. And he retakes the lead. But here comes Hunter King now to the outside, being pushed by David Rudolph. And out of nowhere, Hunter King's just made his way to the front of the field again, or more or less, as he's right on the, almost right to the door of Tyler Vickery now.
You know, we're just starting lap 58 of 94.
They're just getting it right now.
37 laps to go. And 0 fornications given. These guys are running it like it's the last lap already. Now, granted, there's only 9 cars left in the field. But they're flat getting it right now.
Yeah, it's Brian Delp and Aidan Patterson are both on pit road. Ronnie German has put his car on the hauler already. 9 cars still running.
And Brian McRae, the only one you're not seeing in shot right now, as that's Brian Delp coming out of the pits.
Yep, so back up to 10 running again. He is 2 laps down, or Brian Delp is actually creeping out of the pits. He's not very fast coming out, but meanwhile back at the front, Travis Brown has the lead still. Tyler Vickery still sitting second, and Hunter King has slotted in for third now. And one man I want to mention is Tex Perry. Been in a few incidents himself tonight, but don't count him out at this stage of the race. I mean, he was this far back last time we were at Talladega, and he came back and won the damn thing, so don't count him out at this point.
As Vickery looking to the high side on Brown again. And Hunter King going to hang him out to dry.
Yeah. The only thing that can help Tyler Vickery now is that side draft, but he's too far up. The track is not right alongside Hunter King, as now Vickery going to drop to third place now. So everybody just swapping positions there, just trying to get some air to that engine. As here comes Marcus Hagman again to the outside of Kyle Gilbert. Remember, Marcus Hagman lost all momentum and fell to the back of this pack. Now he's starting to creep his way forward again.
And look who's right there with him, Tex Perry.
Yep.
Right on the outside of a top 5 looking in. And Perry on a move right now.
Got some serious damage on that car though.
Looks like he may have tried to narrow that car up by a couple of feet on the outside retaining wall at least once.
And on the side of Travis Brown's car.
True story. And you can see the damage on the left panel of the 0-1 as he's trying to play both halves against the middle right now, trying to block the runs of both Tyler Vickery and Hunter King.
Yeah. And Tyler Vickery is actually bringing the Marcus Hagman back with him as well. So Hagman becoming a factor again as they cross the line again to complete lap 61, and now they're on lap 62. We're getting closer to that green flag pit stops as well here, Tony.
And that's going to be interesting to see because under caution, the only one that hasn't slid through his pit stall tonight is Tyler Vickery.
Yep, as Tyler Vickery gets the big push off Marcus Hagman that he needed. He can drop down, but he's probably going to return the favour to Hagman here and try and push his way to the front and bring him down with him.
Hagman's got to be closer to be able to do that, though. That's the problem. Is he's drafting, but he's not pushing.
Yep, so side by side as they come across the line again. Vickery does have to have the momentum there. He just needs that big push down the backstretch to get him back to the front. But like you said, Marcus Hagman's not close enough. He is slightly closer this time round, though.
But as we've seen all night long, if you're not dead nut square on the car in front of you, all hell is going to break loose.
Yeah, we've already seen two big ones here tonight.
As Brown and Vickery still leading their respective lines, and the top four are starting to pull away from Kyle Gilbert right now.
Yep.
For what it's worth, these guys are actually breaking up into 4 individual two-car tangos.
Yep, and Tyler Vickery getting that push he needs from Marcus Hagman now. He's got the car out in front now, and Hagman's going to try and go with him, but it's going to be too late as they go towards turn 3. Hagman still not got the clearance. Tyler Vickery leaves him out to dry, or does he? He's going to leave it too late. They're going to be 3 wide coming through, 3 and 4 almost. And Vickery almost left it way too late there to drop down.
Well,
that could have ended all kinds of badly.
I'm thinking Hagman saw what was about to happen and just lifted off the throttle pedal.
Yeah. As Brian McRae has put his car on the hauler, so unlucky for that man.
So that's three cars retiring from this one. And Brian Delp, the last car still running, 2 laps down in 9th.
Yeah. He's got no draft. He's got a clean car. I'm thinking he's used his fast repair finally. Oh no, he's still got that left front damage. And we're back at the front. Tyler Vickery's fallen back to 3rd place. Marcus Hagman in 4th. Tex Perry just stalking these guys in 5th place now as coming down to pit road.
Everybody going pit side.
Yep. As they all get it wound down very well. Question is, who's going to be the winner out of this exchange?
King into his pit stall and slides through. Brown slides through. Tex Perry spot on.
Gilbert can't get into his stall.
Brown down and away. Perry down and away. Hagman down and away.
What happened to Tyler Vickery? Because he was one of the last guys to come out of pit road there. And it's fighting out with David Rudolph, and he's way behind the leaders now.
Well, let's take a look. Here he is going into his stall. Looks like he hit spot on. Right sides are up. Caught speeding in. Let's watch that again.
That'll do it. So Travis Brown, despite sliding through his pit stall, still able to come out in the lead here. He's got Marcus Hagman all over the back end of his car now. And the biggest loser from that was Kyle Gilbert. Just got it all wrong going into pit road, did the 227.
Actually, I don't know what happened to Tyler, because I just watched. He did not speed in.
He probably went for a quick pee break. I don't know.
Not necessarily. No? He took 4. Everybody else took 2.
That's why. That'll do it.
Do it every time.
That might actually help Tyler in the long run.
Now, as far back as he is, though, that's the problem.
Yeah, he needs some drafting help, and the only person behind him is David Rudolph. And David Rudolph's right there. Still got the speed in that Kodak number 42, despite all the damage on his car.
Yeah, the only problem is they're 26 seconds back.
Yeah.
Whereas this lead pack of 5, there's a lap car in there.
Well, Tyler Vickery's 7 seconds back. He's not 26 seconds back. But that's still a bit of a gap, one hell of a gap to make up. As you see the gaggle of cars in the lead there. And Brian Delp's actually with them.
Are you live?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no, they are gaining. They were 30 seconds back at one point.
Yeah. I just noticed while all this is going on, Marshall Newton's starting to creep his way to the front as well now.
You see him in the black and yellow number 76 there.
They're sitting lockstep with Hunter King and Travis Brown right now.
Trying to get that low line to work. It's going to be interesting to see if they can get that to happen.
And Delp looks like he's trying. Oh, as Newton gets a bit of aero wash there and drops to the apron almost.
Well, the thing is, where he had the car, there is a bump right at pit in, and if you hit that transition wrong, you are going to lose the car going to the left. And Tex Perry looks like he may have lost the draft.
Yeah, he has. He's got that damage is starting to hurt him now. The man in the 85. He's actually got ahead of Marcus Hagman though.
Well, no, Hagman dropped back to try to push him, I think.
I just heard someone grenade an engine.
I'm looking.
I'm not seeing anybody drop back, so I'm guessing it was Aiden Patterson.
Oh, he's been on the hauler.
He's still sitting in pit road.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing it was Patterson because nobody else has dropped back. So
yeah, that'd be who it was because of where the smoke was when they flashed by.
So still watching this battle. Kyle Gilbert has actually caught Vickery and Rudolph now, and now we've got a 3-car tango. Although they've fallen to 15 seconds back from Marcus Hagman now, who's the last car in that first pack.
And that's only because Hagman dropped back to push Perry back into the draft.
Yeah. But it doesn't look like Vickery, Rudolph, and Gilbert are working together right now. They're actually not in a complete line, as Rudolph, it looks like he's struggling to hold a line right now. I think that damage on his car is probably preventing him from doing that. Meanwhile, back at the front, Hunter King still sitting right behind Travis Brown, waiting for that opportune moment to get around him. And this is the green flag run we've been waiting for all night. It's good to see that they're actually keeping it clean and actually having a good race out of this now. And for the third time tonight, yes, you can get your hate mail coming to that Sam Cooper Bennett at Cork Island, PO Box OU812. That's if they do wreck out and go to a caution.
And if you're trying to reach Sam via his phone, it's 011 315-867-5309.
Yeah. Call now.
So here's a bit of mind trippery for you.
Or mind effery, yeah.
What if Stacy's mom
Didn't have it going on.
No, no, no. What if Stacy's dad, his name was Jesse?
Right.
Okay. And what if her mom's name was Jenny?
Huh. Interesting.
Let that one sink in for a moment, 80s music fans.
Yeah. I'm trying to.
So let's review. What if Stacy's mom was Jesse's girl, and her phone number growing up was 8675309?
Huh.
Am I right?
Yeah. I'll go with that as
What the hell?
a short pit. They're trying to make sure they make it to the end.
Oh! Marshall Newton just tried to knock down the safer barrier going on to pit road.
Yeah, and we've got green flag pit stops again, literally 10 laps after the last time they came down. This is to make sure they actually make it to the end. I don't think those two tyres are actually lasting as long as they thought, and they're having to bring it down again. So this could actually play into the hands of Tyler Vickery now, because he took 4 tyres.
That's a good question. Let's find out. As Tex Perry and Marcus Hagman both stayed out.
And Tex Perry is your leader now. No stranger to victory lane here at Talladega. Let's not forget he won last time we came here. And is looking to get win number 2 on the season, actually. He hasn't won a single race since the last Talladega race. So would definitely love to get another one here. As Marcus Hagman all over his rear fender here. Tyler Vickery promoted up to 3rd place now. He's got Kyle Gilbert behind him now. David Rudolph falling back to P5. But I'm starting to think that Tyler Vickery might have made the right call here.
Well, we're going to find out in about 18 and a half more laps.
Yep.
As Perry and Hagman still in lockstep with each other. Travis Brown has gone a lap down. Marshall Newton has gone a lap down. Hunter King is now a lap down.
Question is, how long are they going to be a lap down for? Because they're going to be on fresher tyres now.
Well, Hunter King is basically screwed. Because we saw the leaders flash by him. And the thing is, he took 21 seconds on pit road. I'm thinking he got popped for speeding.
That might be a good possibility.
And Perry and Hagman both coming pit side this time.
This is going to hand the lead over to Tyler Vickery now. Provided that Vickery does not bring a pit side, which I don't think he's going to, as he comes out of turn 4. And no, Vickery stays out, so he's played the right strategy here. 4 tyres being the better choice, and he stays out. He collects the lead here. Kyle Gilbert is going to follow him out there in second, and David Rudolph with him too. So Vickery at the point now. I think we might have just seen a game changer here, Tony.
Well, here's the question that is going to come up. These guys, the three of them, Tyler Vickery, Kyle Gilbert, and David Rudolph, are all right now 14 laps into their stint, and they're going to be 15 to go this coming time across the stripe. So they're going to have to make 30 laps on this tank of fuel.
Yeah,
that's a big ask.
Yeah, if they're just drafting with each other for the moment, though, it might just work in their favour. But yeah, like you said, it could have detrimental effects here. As Marcus Hackman, after his pit stop, came out ahead of those guys, and he's 6 seconds to the good over Travis Brown there. Oh no, I'll take that back. Travis Brown up to 4th place now, Marshall Newton in 5th. Tyler, they're 17 seconds to the deficit behind Tyler Vickery. So if Vickery pits now, he's going to lose the lead immediately. So that's going to hurt him.
Travis Brown is, by himself, steadily gaining on these guys.
He's got Marshall Newton right on his tail.
Well, that would help. And
Yeah.
I'd like to thank Sim Racing Apps for not scoring properly.
Yeah.
Because according to SRA, okay, there it goes. Yeah, they're reeling these guys in quickly.
Yeah, they're just taking 2 seconds off them in that one lap alone. So, Tyler,
do you think it could be a little bit of fuel strategy on the 3 guys? Are these 3 guys trying to keep it out there and to try to make it to the end on this 1 tank of fuel?
Well, they've got 13 laps now to find out and try and make it to the end, but it's going to be interesting to see how they handle it, especially as those 4 tyres get older and older. They're going to find it very, very difficult to try and stay out in front when we get to the white flag, which is again only 13 laps away now. But that around this track, that's an eternity away.
Well, here's the other thing too. Of those 3 guys you're watching on camera right now, Tyler Vickery in the PH Aware 24 is the only one that took 4.
Yeah.
Gilbert took 2. Rudolph took 2. So this is going to be interesting. I can't wait to see how this one plays out. You know, it's been so long since we've been able to see a pit strategy game play out like this that this is fun, Sam.
Absolutely. And this race has been pretty fun. Once we got that green flag run going, things really started picking up, and now it's really coming to play with all these strategies going on. Tyler Vickery getting the 4 tyres and managing to get the lead after Travis Brown and everybody else behind him decided to short pit it, and Tyler Vickery's going to try and make it to the end here. We know what Tyler's like. He'll try and use this strategy to his advantage, but again, they've taken another 3 seconds out of them, and it won't be long before Travis Brown and Marshall Newton are right on the tails of these guys.
You're absolutely right on that one, as we are 11 to go right now. And it doesn't look like David Rudolph wants to play nice. Either that or he's just trying to get that engine cool again.
Yeah, he's just trying to stay high, get that engine cool. And remember, he's got the horrible damage on the front end of his car. That'll be affecting his engine, so he doesn't want to be, quote-unquote, that guy that blows up his engine after being stuck behind another car. So he just wants to get that air to the engine, especially with the damage that he has. As Tyler Vickery has a huge blink there. You don't want to see that happen at this stage of the race.
Definitely not, as Gilbert far enough back off of Vickery that, you know, you're not close enough that if the guy blinks, you're going to turn him. But it's still unnerving at almost 200 miles an hour to see the car in front of you disappear.
Absolutely. The gap now between Tyler Vickery and Travis Brown, 9.2 seconds. The gap is
if you caught it there, ladies and gentlemen, you could see the second pack coming through the middle of 1 and 2 as these guys were about an eighth of a mile down the back straightaway.
Yeah. As Vickery's bringing it down pit road. Vickery and Rudolph bringing the pit road. Gilbert staying out. As Vickery's got his spot. Vickery's around in pit road. Vickery's just thrown the race away. Absolute heartbreak for the 24. I think he had a bit of help there, though.
Well, let's find out. He did and he didn't. He kind of got it sideways on his own and then snapped see you bye.
Yeah. I think what was the defining moment there is that when they came to the commitment line, Tyler Vickery was trying to take it easy, trying to stop the tyres from spinning out. Rudolph, meanwhile, was charging the line and slammed on the brakes at the line. The car came round a bit. Vickery did get a bit sideways, but Rudolph charging the line there really finished him off at that point.
And Kyle Gilbert's in deep trouble.
Yeah, he's got no drafting help, and they are catching him hand over fist right now.
Absolutely. We're going to stay with Gilbert on this one. Whoops. And there you see the angry dogs chasing him. And he's got a little bit of help with Tyler Vickery in front of him. But Vickery going to the way high side, he knows what's about to happen.
Yeah. And there they go, to the outside. And that is the difference between old tyres and new tyres. Vickery's right there too. As Gilbert brings the pit side now. And that should promote Marcus Hagman up to third place, but Marcus Hagman is all on his own right now. This has been a very backwards and forwards race now.
Very much so, as Brown and Newton just in lockstep with each other. We are 7 to go currently.
Question is Marshall Newton going to try and make a move on Brown here before this is all said and done? Remember, Marshall Newton chasing his first ever race win with Major League Esports, and Howie would love to get a win on the plucky veteran, Mr. Travis Brown.
Well, you just hit the nail on the head. Is Brown has enough experience with this car, with this league, to basically, write his own storyline here. Newton's going to have to turn him to get by him.
Yeah, because he's got no help. So something's got to happen here.
And if I'm seeing this right, one of those cars in front of these guys is Marcus Hagman.
Marcus Hagman's just coming across the line now.
Okay, so he's half a lap back. Because they're just getting ready to come out of 4 as he's probably in the middle of 1 and 2.
Yeah. As Tex Perry, I think the cars in front of him you're seeing are Tex Perry and Hunter King as they're making their way. Just coming out of turn 2 now. And Travis Brown is just coming across the line, so maybe not. It might have been Perry and King that you were seeing.
Well, let's find out as we come down the back straightaway. Because whoever it was, they're a lot closer now.
No, that's Rudolph and Gilbert.
Yep, I see it now. As we are 5 to go. And you got to wonder what's going through the mind of Marshall Newton. He's going to that high side, and I got to think he's going to be lulling Travis Brown into a false sense of security, thinking, yeah, I'm going to try it on the high side, guy. And then throw him a dummy, go to the low side, and blow by him.
Yeah, we're just coming to 4 to go now. So if he's going to make a move, he's going to make it very soon.
I still think he's going to have to turn him to get by him. Because Brown, he's got way too much experience in this car to fall for something like that. But with the lap cars in front of him and how fast they're gaining on Rudolph and Gilbert, Newton could use those lap cars as a pick.
Absolutely. And that's what you want to do. Is Tyler Vickery's put his car on the hauler. Not sure why.
I think we both know why.
I'm just going to take a look and see exactly what happened. Yeah, Alt F4.
Yeah.
As here we go. 3 laps to go here. And you can already see Marshall Newton's taking a quick peek on the outside there. I think it's time to go now for the 76 here. And this is his best chance he's had all season to steal one here.
The question is he going to turn Brown to do it? Because I still say that's going to be the only way he's going to be able to do it is bump and run, which we've seen tonight doesn't work too well at Talladega.
Not at all. It's more like destroy and run.
Hashtag true story. As popsicle sticks are out.
Uh-huh. If he's got to make a move, he's got to do it very soon. They're going through 1 and 2.
Well, what he's got to hope for is he's really got to hope for Rudolph and Gilbert to get up there. So he's going to have some dancing partners when he gets to when he goes to make the move on Brown.
Yeah, but Brown is going to be covering every single angle here. When we come to the final lap, Rudolph and Gilbert are starting to reel them in, though. Question is, are they going to be close enough as they come out of turn 4? White flag is out this time by, and Marshall Newton now has only one more shot to try and get this win here tonight. Can he do it? As Travis Brown looks very, very well planted in that first place right now. Marshall Newton taking a look on that outside now. Not going to make it work this time round through 1 and 2, Tony.
Not going to make it work, but he's going to be able to try to get him down the back straightaway as they come out of turn number 2, down the super stretch here at Talladega. And Newton not ducking out. It doesn't look like he's going to go. Marshall Newton looks like he's just going to points race it tonight. Come out of here with as many points as he needs to move on to the next round and call it good.
Yeah, or is he? No, I think they already made a preconceived plan as Travis Brown comes across the line and advances to the next round. Marshall Newton going to come home second. Third place is going to go to Tex Perry, actually.
So good run for Tex there.
Yeah, Hunter King in 4th, and Marcus Hagman comes home in 5th place. Right behind these guys, so I'm guessing Tex Perry got one hell of a run off Hunter King, and they managed to get round Marcus Hagman. Actually, they're just coming across the line now. And, wow, that was close for 3rd place. Marcus Hagman, oh, actually no. They were 3 wide when they came across the line then. Tex Perry able to hold on, Hunter King for 4th, Marcus Hagman for 5th, but your man of the moment right now is that man, Mr. Travis Brown.
Well, we're right now, Sam, we're watching that battle for 3rd, the final lap here.
Yeah. That just came out of nowhere, that one did.
As here they are coming down the super stretch. That's Hunter King right on the back bumper of Tex Perry. Hagman getting a run off of both these guys coming into turn number 3. $7-mile-an-hour difference for Perry, just barely able to hang on. So we are gonna do we have our winner?
question. As our winner is, he's there up in the oval racing.
All right. And Sam, I believe you've got our winner tonight, Mr. Travis Brown.
Yeah, Travis, one hell of a run here tonight, advancing himself into the third round here by way of a win. Very up and down race for everybody here tonight, but you seem to have the speed and the help to make it to the checkered flag. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that was awesome. First two stages, I guess, were really, really bad, to be honest. I know I think I won both of them, but it was just bad. A lot of guys being really over aggressive and just hitting each other in the wrong spots. But that last stage, everybody kind of figured it out and kind of got some strategy into it. And we pitted with around 30 to go, and then I knew we could make it with like 20 to go, and so me, Hunter, and Marshall decided we were going to pit with 20 to go. And then Hunter sped, so that kind of threw us off. So me and Marshall just had to dig there, and I think Tex and Marcus had some issues on their pit stop, and we were just able to get out there in front of everybody and just have the two of us and settle it between the two of us, and that was a lot of fun. I was so happy to see Marshall up there. He's had a rough season. But he drove a hell of a race tonight and did everything right. It was just a matter of me throwing the right blocks and kind of making sure I was backed up to him there on that last lap so he couldn't time it and get a run. I think I was running like half throttle most of that last lap, which is not something you'd usually do. But when it's just two of you, you have to make sure that he's right on your bumper so he can't get a big run. Or if he does get a run, you can at least kind of predict it and block it. So, yeah, but it was a lot of fun. A lot of chaos, but a lot of good racing there at the end too.
Yeah, just talk us through your strategy there near the end of the race. I mean, you made that one pit stop about lap 65, and then you came in again 10 laps later. Was that always the strategy, or did you realise after that first pit stop you didn't have enough fuel to make it to the end there?
No, we knew it was going to be a one-stop race there at the end, or one more stop, I guess I should say. It was just a matter of when we did it, and we knew we had numbers on everybody up there. With there being me, Hunter, and Marshall, all teammates, we knew that we could, if we went in and hit our stops perfectly, the three of us would be faster than any two that would come in, and we'd at least get out in front of them. But when Hunter sped, it kind of threw it off a little bit, and when Tex slid through his stall, it left Hagman out there alone, and then Rudolph, I think, had damage, and he tried to stretch it a little further, and he pitted, and then that just got us out there. So it worked like we had it planned. That wasn't the plan on night. It's hard to really plan a strategy when we run these. I think we're at 50% fuel, at Talladega. You're pitting every 20 laps, so it's just a matter of where cautions fall.
Absolutely, and definitely got to be grateful for the push you got from Marshall Newton near the end there, right?
Oh yeah, like I said, I was so happy to see him up there. He did everything right. He definitely did. I really owe a big portion of the win to him. Gilbert made a hell of a setup. We were all hauling tonight. I know everybody didn't have the luck on their side, but we were really fast. There were times where I pulled out of line and I was passing cars by myself, and that was just how hooked up the setup was. So got to thank him. Everybody else at Rebellion Racing. Mark couldn't make it tonight. Preet couldn't make it again. So I think Preet's going to be in a must-win next week. And he was pretty much a lock for the championship. So depending on how next week goes, if he's here or not, we could see a big shakeup in the points. So, but yeah, I'm just happy we transferred through. Opens up the door for some more strategy and stuff next week. And I'm just excited, man. Happy to finally get one. I got a win earlier in the season at New Hampshire, but there wasn't a broadcast, and it took Preet getting actually literally stuck in the wall while leading for me to win it. So that wasn't exactly my proudest win, and I know this is Talladega, and there were only two of us up there, but at least I somewhat half-ass earned this one.
Absolutely. And speaking of next week, we move on to the third race in round two. Pressure's off for you for this one, but we head to Kansas regardless. Just give you your thoughts on that as we go to the D-shaped Demon.
I love Kansas. It's a really, really fun track. I love being up there against the wall, and it's kind of one groove, hard to pass, but you can throw some slide jobs, and it opens up the door for some unique racing that you usually don't see on the mile and a half, at least on iRacing. So It should be fun. We were pretty fast there in the spring. Gilbert, we weren't really formed as a team yet, and Gilbert was kicking our ass there, so hopefully he could share us some of that. But yeah, I'm really excited, and like I said, it opens up the door to really just send it next week, being locked into the next round.
Absolutely, and apart from the thanks you've already made for this for tonight, is there any more thanks you'd like to give out for winning tonight's race?
Just like I said, Rebellion Racing, Black Country Rock, Tex for putting us on, y'all for broadcasting, everybody for watching. Just have a hell of a time on Saturday nights, and it's good to get another win.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations, Travis, and we will see you next week at Kansas.
Appreciate it.
And that was our winner, Mr. Travis Brown. Tony, I believe you're with our second place driver, Mr. Marshall Newton.
Marshall Newton, the bad luck kid, able to bring it home on the podium tonight. Marshall, you had a hell of a run there.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a really good run going. Just really happy with second, really. Wish I had, something for him at the end, but he, I met him actually in a super speedway league. So, I just knew that he, was going to block anything I did, really.
Well, I mean, you kind of knew it was what it was going to be. When you saw the lap cars coming up on you towards the end there, did you have any thoughts of trying to use them as a rolling pick?
Not really.
So you're just trying to bring it home in one piece then?
Yeah, really.
Well, talk to us your thoughts about next week when we go to the D-shaped Demon of the Midwest at Kansas Speedway.
Yeah, really happy to go there again. First time out there, I had a third place finish. So, looking forward to going back there again.
So, kind of more your wheelhouse with the 1.5 miles then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Marshall, it was impressive to watch you run tonight. I know it wasn't the finish you were hoping for, but you got to be happy with the podium finish here tonight, especially with the points chase being as tight as it is.
Yeah, hopefully this clinches us into the round of 8. Or I don't know. I was 5th in the points before night began, so I think this should work well in my favor.
Especially with 2 of the drivers fighting for that round of 8 not showing up tonight. So, anybody you want to thank before we let you go?
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone at Rebellion Racing. I know I don't really pull my own weight here all the time, but thank them for having me and everything. Thank you guys for putting on the broadcast, and yeah.
All right. Well, Marshall, it was a pleasure to watch you guys run tonight. Congratulations on the podium, and we'll see you next week at Kansas.
Yep.
And that was our second place finisher, Marshall Newton. Joining us now, the chief cook and bottle washer of the Catalyst Mints Major League eSports K&N Series, Mr. Tex Perry. I believe, Sam, you've got Tex with you now.
Yeah, Tex, a very up and down race for you tonight, but you definitely gave it a good go trying to get the win there. But you had a few incidents along the way tonight.
Yeah, not the finish we were looking for, but definitely the momentum that we need going for this championship.
Absolutely. I mean, it's looking good for you guys to make it into the round of 8. Just give you your thoughts on the race. It looks like you had a few difficult moments there, getting involved in a couple of wrecks, and one during the caution there we noticed as well.
Yeah, I kind of got distracted looking at my dashboard, checking everything, having everything ready for the pit stop, and yeah, we kind of locked it up and run all up on Travis. I still feel so bad for it. I was more mad at myself than anything because I had already used the fast repair, so I was stuck with what I had. But yeah, I'm definitely glad to be able to salvage what I got. Big thanks to Hunter King for, unfortunately with his pit road incident there at the end, but at least we were able to hook up and try to make up a couple spots.
And make up a couple of spots you did. I mean, that finish for third place, very exciting near the end. Caught us by surprise because we weren't expecting it. Just give you your thoughts on that final run there, because it was literally less than a tenth of a second between you, Hunter King, and Marcus Hagman there at the line.
Well, coming to the line there at the checkers, I was just kind of watching my mirror. I didn't know if they were going to try. I didn't know if Hunter was going to try to make a move. I figured Marcus would. I was mainly trying to watch him throughout the mirror and see when he was going to go. And when we come off there, they split me, and I just stayed in it. And it was just luck that I was able to get what I did.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on getting the podium. That's going to give you a lot of help going towards Kansas and the final race in round 2. Just give us your thoughts on going to the D-Shaped Demon next week. What do you reckon you got for these guys there?
That's actually a good question. I know last time there, I struggled really hard just trying to hang in with them. Kyle seemed to have the class of the field, and hopefully we can come up with something, build something fairly decent to get through this time. Just want to survive and make it to the round of 8.
Absolutely. Again, you're looking very good to making it up there. You're very healthy in the points, sitting third behind Kyle Gilbert and Travis Brown. But one more time, Tex, congratulations on third place. Congratulations on putting such a great race on tonight. Is there anybody you'd like to thank for tonight's result?
Honestly, I can't thank Hunter enough for giving me the push I need after my big flop on pit road trying to pit with Marcus. I couldn't hit the sign, and so much back and forth, and just lucky that I come out when I did finally, and me and him hooked up and made the best of a bad situation. Other than that, I can't thank all these guys enough for showing up every week and putting on the show that they do. And especially you guys for showing up and putting on the show for the broadcast. So, yeah, I definitely appreciate everything everybody does to make this league happen every week.
Well, Tex, I think you just hit the nail on the head of what tonight was all about, is making the best of a bad situation. And you'll see that in the replay when you take a look at the lackluster overlay that we're using tonight, because we weren't able to use the awesome overlay that Paul Zoda and PZ Overlays provided for us, because the program that runs it, unfortunately, Sam and I both could not get it to work tonight. So we went very, very old school with the graphics tonight.
Yeah, so I've heard that both guys was having some trouble with it. But yeah, I've had it up. Actually, I've had it up beside me on my phone, so I've been listening to you guys rattle off throughout the whole race. It's been hilarious.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I mean, we did prattle on quite a bit, so definitely trying to keep the guys entertained with all the racing that was going on as well tonight. But Tex, again, congratulations, and we wish you luck for next week at Kansas, and we'll definitely see you there.
Definitely, guys. We'll be there. Hopefully, we can make something again out of a decent situation.
Okay, Tex, we'll see you next week.
All right, buddies.
Well, Sam, I believe that's going to about do it for us tonight. Hopefully, we can figure out a solution to get the broadcast working properly for tomorrow night, as the BOFA Indy Classic League goes to the Brickyard. Lotus 79s at Indy. I am excited for that one.
Yeah, and you're going to be in the race for that one too, so that's going to be even better.
The answer is a definite maybe.
Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic race. I mean, we've had a lot of interest in the race, and we've actually got a prize purse for tomorrow's race: $25, $10 for the winner, $5 for second, $5 for third, and $5 for the biggest mover. So, big thanks going out to Jeff Hollingsworth for supporting tomorrow's race, and tomorrow's race will be known as the US Coast Guard Indy Classic 250. So, make sure you tune in for that one. That is going to be one hell of a barn burner. Probably the most underrated armed forces branch of the U.S. military. The most often forgotten, the men and women of the United States Coast Guard that, they do so much work and are so underappreciated that it's kind of scary when you think about it, just how underappreciated those men and women are. Absolutely.
So on behalf of the entire BOFA Broadcasting Company, I would like to send a big thank you to the United States Coast Guard, who right now are actually working overtime down in the southeastern United States, in the Gulf of Mexico, in the Atlantic, making sure that everything is copacetic down there right now.
Yeah, I mean, after the devastation that was Hurricane Michael, there is a lot of cleanup work to do, and I know the U.S. Coast Guard are out there doing the best they can to make things as comfortable as possible for the people affected, and big thanks go out to them for the job they're doing right now.
Absolutely. But that is going to do it for us tonight. On behalf of Mr. Sam Cooper Bennett, on behalf of Tex Perry, and the entire Catalyst Major League eSport K&N series, this is Tony Strapasso saying we will see you tomorrow night from the Brickyard.
Good night, everybody.